Hey guys, Lynn here, and today I'll be bringing you a Season 15 Ret PvP guide. In this guide I'll be going over talents and glyphs, stats, gear priority, ability usage, add-ons, and macros. I will also be giving some slight UI tips just for basic focus stuff like that and arena frames. But that's the general guide. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Alright, so the first part of the guide I'll be going over is macros. Ret Paladins have few macros as they don't have much CC to use focus targets on them, but they do have a variety of helpful utility macros. So the first one I'll be going over is just the Crusader Strike macro. It's basic, starts my auto attack along with Crusader Strike. The next one is the DPS trinket and Avenging Wrath. You want to put the Grievous Gladiator's trinket first, so you get the strength bonus and then multiply that by the 20% from Avenging Wrath. The next couple of macros are my Focus CC macros. If I'm using Turn Evil talent, evil is a point of view, I'll use this one, or even on a Death Knight's pet when I'm targeting the Death Knight and I want to Focus CC the Gargoyle when he uses it. It lets me Turn Evil my main target, and if I hold down Shift, it will Turn Evil my focus. Same goes with my Hammer of Justice macro. This works along with Fist of Justice as well. It will Fist of Justice my main target if I don't hold Shift, and if I hit Shift, it will stun my focus target. The next macro is my Hand of Sacrifice. Basically what it lets me do is if I target a teammate and I Hand of Sacrifice them, it will instantly target I had previous to them. The next couple macros are my Seal macros. They're all these are actually probably my most helpful macros. What it lets me do is if I see if I can find Seal of Truth in here. If I am trying to switch seals, and occasionally if I'm not using the macro, I would just drop out of the seal. See, if you turn on Seal of Truth and then you click it again, it will cancel it, and then you'll be left without a seal on. With these macros, if I use Seal of Truth and then I spam it, it won't cancel itself. Same goes with all of these seals. And my last macro is my Rebuke macro, which is the same setup as my Focus Hodge and Focus Sphere. This last macro I have right here, that's just a Holy Pally macro. Right, I hope that was helpful. Alright, so for the next part of the video, I'll be going over Ret Paladin rotation. It's pretty simple. Basically what you do is you get your Holy Power up as fast as you can, get Inquisition up, and you just make sure all your abilities are on cooldown as fast as you can. I recommend using Judgment first, as it slows your target if you're using a Glyph of Judgment, and it also increases your movement speed and builds a Seal of Light proc. Selfless Healer proc. If Hammer of Wrath is available, I would use that above all abilities, and maintain your Inquisition up 100% of the time. So as of 5.4.7, nothing has changed of Ret's stat priority. It's still Strength, then Haste, and then Crit equals Mastery depending on preference, but usually people will go for Crit because critting with your heals gives you a lot better survivability. One thing that may change is Mastery may take over Crit just because of the damage output of this new item level 550 gear. Mastery is going to be able to stack. It's going to be able to be stacked really high, and Hand of Light is like the second top damaging ability of Ret's. It's their Mastery. I will be updating this guide if there is a change in the stat priority, but so far it's unchanged as of this patch. Now, one thing that has slightly changed for Rets is the talents that they use, more specifically the level 90 tier. All these talents here are still Cookie Cutter, Long Arm of the Law, Fist of Justice, Selfless Healer, Clemency. Actually, all these three they have their uses in a 3v3 arena. Holy Avenger, and now Execution Sentence is better than Holy Prism indefinitely. I still use Holy Prism as I've been playing with it the entire expansion, and I just don't like the feel of Execution Sentence, but I know I should be using it. It is a great burst heal, and now if you dispel Execution Sentence, the final burst will go off, whether it be healing or damage on the target. As for Glyphs, Glyph of Burden of Guilt, you're slow, and Glyph of Templar's Verdict are pretty mandatory. Your third glyph can be switched out between Flash of Light, Glyph, Divine Protection, and Double Jeopardy. Sometimes I use, where is it, the Ward of Glory glyph, wherever it is. Yeah, way down here. But other than that, I usually stick with this glyph tree. The next part of the guide I'll be going over is add-ons. Now, I've weaned myself off of UI add-ons, including Gladius and add-ons such as those, like Gladiator, LOSSA, but there's still some helpful Paladin-specific UI add-ons, such as Need to Know and Movable Holy Power. I'll put the links in the description for those add-ons, and another link to a video where I go more in depth on how to set those up. And for the last part of the guide, I'll be going over just some small helpful tips I have. When you are about to burst on a target, I see a lot of red paladins like just instantly go in there and pop wings, but what you want to do is feel my trinket proc right there along with my was that Dancing Steel. If you can align your guardian stacks with your trinket proc, your abilities are going to be doing so much more damage. Another tip I have is for all ret paladins to bind Seal of Truth, Seal of Justice, and Seal of Insight. In arenas and in duels, I constantly switch between the three of them. They're really helpful. Seal of Insight's heal is more significant than people give it credit for. It heals, let's see, yeah, right there 12k, but when it's healing you, for every time you melee someone, it adds up, along with the increased Flash of Light heals. Seal of Justice, I use that to slow people, but what I do with that is I get my 5 stacks of Seal of Truth, and then I'll switch into Seal of Justice until the 5 stacks are about to fall off while on my target. And then as the 5 stacks are about to fall off, I'll switch back, refresh the 5 stacks, and then switch back into Justice. I don't do that consistently. Like if my target's slowed by a teammate or something, I'll just stay in Seal of Truth. But if you're just on one person and you gotta maintain that slow, and none of your teammates can, you can always switch to Seal of Justice and still maintain the 5 stacks. Alright, that's about all for my red guide. I'll be updating that one stat priority if it changes for reds when we get more gear. But so far, nothing has changed in that aspect. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video.